Welcome to Pre-Snap Podcast, presented by LineStar app. Here's your host, Casey Bubba and Scott Bogman.
And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Pre-Snap Podcast, brought to you by the wonderful people at LineStar Sports. Make sure you check them out on Twitter at LineStar app and at LineStar NFL. And most importantly, download the app in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Everything you'll need in the palm of your hands to build your winning DFS lineups. It is week 16. We are on the home stretch here of the NFL season. COVID is still running wild. So as we say every week now, a lot can change. So stay tuned. But we're going to give you our picks and bets for the whole slate. We got the Thursday night. We got the Saturdays. We got the Sundays. We got Monday night. We got it all for you. But before we do that, you can check me out on Twitter at BDentric and my co-host, as always, on Twitter at Bogman Sports. Scott Bogman, how we doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. I mean, COVID is trying to ruin it for us, but we've got 2 weeks left. So we're just going to get through, 2 weeks of, season long fantasy. We've got DFS all the way through the playoffs, of course, here. But yeah, man, we can see the finish line. So let's head towards it. And, I would say I hope that there's going to be no more COVID stuff, but there just is. Yep. So why even bother saying that?
Yep.
So
it's moving quick. So
hopefully it's not as bad. Let's say that.
I'm just saying, at the rate it's moving, I think it has to run out of options here in about another week or two. So yeah, I kind of made the playoff joke before, but I really think it's going to have no more options pretty soon.
Right.
At the rate we're going. So we'll see where that goes. And again, news is always changing. Maybe some guys will come off with the new policies. Maybe not. Maybe more guys will go on. So keep posted on all the news. And you can get updated on that by following LineStar at LineStar NFL and in the app. So check all that out as well. Week 16, Bogman, you had a nice week 15, 10-6 against the spread, 6-9-1 against over-unders. I went 8-8 against the spread. So the spreads were good this past week. Over-unders, I went 4-11-1. So not so good. But those are the weeks. That's things are going these days. It's one or the other. So We'll see how week 16 goes. And we'll kick it off on Thursday Night Football. San Francisco at the Tennessee Titans. No Elijah Mitchell. He's already ruled out. It's kind of nice to get some early news for once. That is nice.
I mean, it's bad news, but at least we know for sure.
Yes, we know before it's not after we finish recording, which is always
right.
Nice.
Usually 5 minutes after we're done.
Exactly. And even with that news, San Francisco still minus 3.5 with an over-under of 44.5. Well, because they still have their running back one in Deebo Samuels anyways.
Deebo might be one of the best offensive players.
He's a unicorn, like I said. That's what he is.
Yeah,
he can do
he's
it all.
Just so good. Look, I'm going to be taking the Niners in this game. I know Tennessee gets A.J. Brown back, and that's nice. It's a nice piece, but, for being out all that time, he got 1 day of practice in on Wednesday, right? So it's not like I'm going to go out here celebrating A.J. Brown and think he's going to play 70 snaps in this game. So it's nice. It's nice that Julio is going to be there. But this offense just is not the same. Doesn't matter how many decent wide receivers you add to it. It's not the same without Derrick Henry. So the Titans have not been the same team since he went down. They lost to a really bad Steelers team and had the win and turned the ball over too many times. And I think that's the real issue I have with the Titans right now is putting the ball in the dirt. So give me the Niners in this game, and I'll take the under because I just don't think Tennessee is going to score that many points.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Niners in this one. It's if it was a game where I had to rely on Jimmy G, I'd be worried, but we're not going to. Tennessee's defense is good. I'll give them that much because that's still kind of intact. So they'll keep it interesting. At the same time, they're not going to do much offensively. So the Niners defense is playing very, very good of late. So I'm with you. I'll take Niners. I'll take the under as well, just because I think both teams kind of slow go up for a bit. I hope it's the over because it's a primetime game. I want some entertainment, but I'm not counting on. I'm counting on the Niners to go 31-10 or something. I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Niners dub. Cleveland at Green Bay. Green Bay -7, over under 44.5, and Rodgers will set the record for Green Bay passing.
I hope he does. I will probably have him in DFS this week on a Saturday slate here. So, and I know he's had the toe thing and just missed some practices. It doesn't matter, dude. Aaron Rodgers has enough practice in his hip pocket. None of that stuff matters at all. So give me Green Bay in this game. I'm also going to take the over. I don't know that Cleveland is going to get to full health here, but the defense last week against a backup quarterback and Tyler Huntley for Green Bay was atrocious. I don't know what's happening there. We saw them play real bad early in the season, the Green Bay defense. Then they got way better. Now they seem to be maybe reverting back a little bit. So I'll take the over in this game. I think Cleveland gets Mayfield back. He's not off the COVID list as we're recording this, but I think he'll be back. And they'll get a bunch of other pieces back. But I am worried about Garrett with the groin injury too, just being slowed down, or maybe have a snap cap or something like that. So give me the Packers, and I'll take the over.
Yeah, I'll take Green Bay, of course, because that's what I do with Go Pack Go and Aaron Rodgers, because I think they're going to, as much as we like this Cleveland defense and they are banged up, they'll get players back, but they're still not going to be able to stop Aaron Rodgers and company. They're clicking right now, even with MVS out. Lazard will do his thing with Devontae, of course. Like they're making a point. He made a point on the McAfee show this week to say that currently he's tied with Favre, but he's also, I believe, tied with him and Devontae is tied with Rodgers and Jordy for the combo record right now. So just play Devontae and Rodgers this weekend. That's all I'm going to say. He wants to break them both. So it's going to be Green Bay, and it's going to be the over because I think they can do most of it themselves. Indiana at Arizona. The Cardinals, tough loss, brutal loss. And the Colts are rolling. This is Saturday night. We talked about it on the preview show. Arizona somehow is favored by 1 over under 49.5.
Yeah, give me the Hoosiers here, right? Indiana, not Indianapolis. Yeah.
I realized that when I said it. Yes, thanks. Yeah.
You had this like slight pause where I'm like, is he going to correct himself?
Nope.
And I'm like, no, he's not gonna I'll do it for him. Don't worry about it.
We roll on this podcast.
Look, give me the Colts here. Like you just said, the Cardinals' embarrassing loss against Detroit. I talked about how, the Steelers got blueprinted against Detroit, those rushing yards, and they kind of stumbled into that. But they had a great game plan against the Cardinals and whooped up on them. So give me the Colts, give me the under too. Their defense is playing well. Cardinals offense is playing well. I look, if this was a confidence pick, this wouldn't be very high on my list, right? Because the Cardinals can bow up and play well against anybody. And they could here, but we're picking this game. I'm going to take the hot team and the under because the Cardinals have looked like garbage on offense.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Like we talked about, I think Bobby Knight won't even need to help the Hoosiers in this game. But give me the Colts. Give me the Colts. I like the Colts big time in this game. I think they're going to get the job done. They're not going to be able to stop JT on the ground. I'll take the over, though. I'll take the over in this game. I still think Kyler Murray and company are good enough to get something going in this game. But the Colts are going to have their way, I have a feeling, and they're going to get a big, big W to keep things interesting in the AFC. Detroit at Atlanta. Atlanta -4, over under 44. Detroit still gets no respect.
Yeah, I mean, this is a difficult game. I think Atlanta is better than what they played, particularly on offense, and Detroit might not have Jared Goff. So there's going to be a lot of moving and shaking in this game. If you want our opinions, you can tweet us about it around game time here. Right now, I think Jared Goff's going to end up playing. So I'm going to take Detroit, and I'm going to take the 44 is a really good number. I'll go with the over just because Atlanta's offense can put together some drives and stuff. So just in case, give me Detroit and the over here. But if Jared Goff doesn't play, I will be taking Atlanta. So just keep that in mind as you are looking at this game, which means I also would not place an early bet on this.
We're pretty much on the same side here. I have a hunch. Goff's usually not worth a ton of points, but I have a feeling if they say Goff plays, this is like a 1 or 2 point spread, I would think. But if it's Tim Boyle, no thanks. Good here. So yeah, Detroit in the over, because I think both teams will score enough in this game because Atlanta can't play defense, and Detroit will find a way to get short field from time to time. So give me Detroit, give me the over, and let's it'll be DFS goodness if Goff is in. I'm gonna really like the DFS, which is dirty but awesome. Giants at Philadelphia. Philadelphia -10, over under of 42, a 10-point spread with a low under. That is amazing stuff, Giants.
Yeah, well, it's because Jake Fromm could be the starter here, and Mike Glennon has looked terrible. I did see that thing that you sent me. That was amazing with his neck as all of the salaries that he's had from the different teams and everything. I'm going to take Philly in the under here. I just don't think the Giants are going to score very much. I know that Hurts isn't a perfect quarterback, but the offense is rolling way better than they are in the Giants down with their third string QB. So. Give me Philly and give me the under. I hate this game.
Yeah, I hate taking Philly pretty much anytime this year. But this Giants team, if it is Jake Fromm, my goodness, pray for these boys. Because as much as Bogman loves Saquon Barkley, he can't even save them in this game. So I'm going to go Philly as well. And this is tough for me to do because I don't like it. And I'll take the under because I don't know how the Giants are going to score.
Right.
So this is a horrible football game. Really do something else if you want, if that's your only game in your network. Jacksonville at the New York Jets. Speaking of horrible football games, Jets -2 over under 41.5.
I'm going to take Jacksonville in this game because they just put 15 Jets on the COVID list. Would not be surprised to see this one get moved to, Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here if we can get enough guys cleared for them to play here. So give me Jacksonville in the under. I mean, the Jets are bad. Jacksonville is bad too. These are two bad teams, right? But one of these teams gets to practice all week and the other team doesn't. So the Jets aren't going to be practicing. They're already bad. I think if this was full rosters, no COVID, I would take the Jets. But, we're facing all these different scenarios here. So give me Jacksonville, give me the under because neither one of these teams is going to score.
Yeah, I'm taking Jacksonville as well because I don't like the Jets, period. I'll take the Jags in this one, but I'll take the over because I think teams are so bad that some stupid's going to happen. Like it's going to be a garbage pick 6 or something. So Jags in the over for me. Again, don't bet this game. Yeah. Tampa Bay at Carolina. Tampa Bay -10.5 over under 44. Is this a bounce back spot for the Bucs?
I think it is. 10.5 is a great number though, because I don't know if the Bucs are good enough right now to beat anybody by 10.5, especially on the road. I'll take Carolina and the points here. I will take the over though, because I think angry Tom Brady is something to not be underestimated. But you can be angry all you want. He was angry on Sunday night and couldn't score a point. So you got a bunch of backups going. So it's just, Mike Evans down is a step down. Jones instead of Fournette is a step down, right? So Gronk hasn't been great the last couple of weeks either. So I'll take Carolina. I hate this game, but I will also take the over because if Brady gets rolling, it'll be an absolute stomping.
Yeah, I like your strategy behind that though. If Brady gets rolling, I love the over would be the pick.
It's hedging a little bit, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. I like the idea. I'll just go Tampa Bay in the over because I think Brady's going to roll. So I'll take Tampa Bay in the over because I don't know because Matt Rule came out and said yes, Sam Darnold's cleared for contact,
but he said that same nonsense last week that PJ Walker was going to play and he didn't. So it's probably going to all be Cam Newton. We'll see.
If he puts Darnold in there at all, then he should just get fired immediately.
I mean, if Darnold plays and doesn't start, what are you doing?
Yeah,
what are you
it's
doing?
Bad, very bad stuff. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Houston. I'm watching the Kings Clippers game as we're laying out, so I almost saw the LAC and something wrong. I already screwed up once, so let's not do it twice, Bubba. Chargers at the Texans. Chargers -9.5 over under 45.5.
Give me the Chargers. I'll lay the points. I don't care if Eckler plays or not. It doesn't make any difference to me. Houston has packed it in. Brandon Cooks on the COVID list. Their kicker on the COVID list. So give me the Chargers. Give me the over. I think they get most of it by themselves.
Yeah, that 18 players got thrown on the COVID list today, including their best player in Brandon Cooks. So not good, Bob. Not good. Give me the Chargers. Give me the over. Like this is a game that we could also see moved potentially because there could be an outbreak taking place in Houston. So just buckle up for that one as well. So give me Chargers, give me the over. Buffalo at New England. New England -2.5 over under 43.5.
Man, this is such a good game. It's a hard one to pick. I know everyone says that Buffalo is out for blood and all that stuff. I'm going to take New England at home. I'm also going to take the under. I think this goes a lot like the first game. Obviously not as extreme with the weather, but I think New England wins this game on the ground. I know Stevenson didn't practice today with an undisclosed injury, and Damian Harris was limited, but it doesn't really seem to matter. Belichick just outcoaches McDermott. So give me New England and give me the under.
I will say this much. New England will throw it more than 3 times in this game. I can tell you that. And Josh Allen.
Way to go out on a limb.
And Josh Allen will be more efficient as well. So makes it a much different ball game, but I'll take New England as well. I want Buffalo so bad in this game, but, Belly, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but off of a loss like he had last week, I'm pretty positive from personal experience he does very well the following week. I don't care who he's playing. So give me New England and give me the over, though. Give me the over because I respect both these teams. I expect Buffalo to at least get a few points in this game, and New England will counter there. So give me New England. Give me the over in this one. Rams at Minnesota, potentially the game of the week, one of the top games on Sunday at least. Rams -3 on the road, over under 49.
I just believe the Rams are the better team here. Minnesota's been playing decent recently, but if they played anyone else on Monday Night Football, they would have got smashed. So give me the Rams in this game. I also take the under. This is one of the highest over games of the week. So I don't know that it gets there, especially if Kirk Cousins plays like he did last week with the 87 yards and all that.
I'm almost throwing that game out the window.
I mean, I get that.
Game.
It was a weird game. But Kirk Cousins has not been his best self
I agree.
the last month. So I'll take the Rams and I'll take the under.
Hopefully they get Thielen back, so that'd be nice as well.
I don't think they will.
I don't think it's the difference. I don't think it's the difference, but it'd be nice.
No, it's not. But they said 3 to 5 weeks. This would be the third week. So yeah, it would be close to a miracle if he plays, I think.
True. Yeah, it's a fun one. Rams and the Vikings. I'm going to fade the public. I'll go Rams. In this game, but I'm going to take the over. I still believe in offense in this one. So give me the Rams, give me the over, have a fun game in the Dome. Skull. Rams pick up the dub. Baltimore at Cincinnati. We know Bogman's thoughts on this one, but I am shocked with what I just saw on the computer. Cincinnati -2.5, over under 44.5. Is this because Lamar's not practicing still?
No, it's because of Baltimore's injuries, dude. Like they're not good right now, specifically on the O-line and in the secondary, which you cannot be bad against the Bengals on the O-line in the secondary. That's how they've smoked Pittsburgh twice. They have great pass rushers in Hubbard and Hendrickson, and they have great pass catchers. So this is just a bad matchup for Baltimore. I kind of hope that we get the escalator of sadness. Anytime I see Cincinnati lose, it makes me smile. But I'm okay smiling at a Baltimore loss too. So give me Cincinnati and give me the over. I think both teams score.
Yeah, give me the Cincinnati and the over as well. I'll say it's a much tougher game with their best quarterback, Huntley, playing. That's a big issue. And if Huntley starts, I'll be playing him again this Sunday. I'm just throwing it out there because he'll be too cheap and he runs. And he will give the Bengals fits. But Cincinnati, give me the over. Joey Burrow, did you see his comments on why the Bengals don't have COVID outbreaks?
No. What did he say?
They asked him like how the team's doing so well. He says, well, to be fair and to not be rude, there's nothing to do in Cincinnati, so we stay out of trouble.
No, wow. Well, yeah. He's not wrong.
Nope. I thought that was pretty good. I was like, fair enough. So explain Cleveland then. Chicago at Seattle. Seattle -6.5, over under 43. I'm assuming they get Lockett back.
I mean, stay away from this game. This one is a wacky one. You know what? I'm going to switch from what I wrote down. I said Seattle, but who is Seattle beaten by 6.5? Nobody. Right? Give me Chicago. Give me the under. Neither one of these offenses are clicking right now. I hope Lockett comes back and that we can get something from Russ. DK Metcalf could be solid. You can just tell, like, if it wasn't Ramsey and if they just had maybe one more practice, that Russ and Metcalf were going to be right there. I mean, Ramsey got his fingertip on one that would have been a long touchdown for Metcalf. So they're almost there with their timing and rhythm and stuff. So I like them, but they're just not beating anybody by 6.5 because that defense is horrific. So give me Chicago, give me the under.
I'm taking Chicago because I'm naive and I believe that we'll get to see Fields like we saw 2 weeks before this last one. Matt Nagy, you're a moron. That's all I got to say. Like, use the kid, use him properly. But neither side is going to play defense. I'm taking the over. Give me Chicago and give me the over in this game. Like you just said, he's getting close with Metcalf and, might get Lockett back. He can run. Like Chicago's defense is getting worse and worse as the season goes on too. At least that's the way I see it physically when I'm watching stuff. So give me Chicago, give me the over, and maybe I'll get proved completely wrong. Denver at Las Vegas. Vegas -1, over under 41.5. Drew Lock in Vegas. What can go wrong?
I mean, this dude's going to get COVID 5 minutes before the game starts.
Club Sapphire, or is it going to be the Gentleman's Club? Can't decide which one he's going to.
Well, Sapphire is a Gentleman's Club.
Well, but there's one called the Gentleman's Club in Vegas.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah, there's a few different ones. But yes, I knew,
I knew
Sapphire was Gentleman's Club. Yes.
Right. Yeah. I got some stories from that place.
Yeah, that's like one of the elaborate bugs. Is that a secret show?
Feed the filth. Give me Denver and give me the over. Something's got to click here for somebody. So give me the Broncos and give me the over. Drew Lock just could, with a full week of practicing with the ones, could make Judy useful, could make Sutton useful. I don't think that he will. But Vegas has been playing their worst football of the year right now, too. We at least have a secondary in Denver, and they can put a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. So give me Denver and give me the over.
Vegas, baby. Vegas. Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders. Bounce back time. Drew Lock does make this team a little scarier because he will throw the ball at least. It might be picks, but he talked about it's like the Fitzmagic type situation where he's just going to throw it, don't care. But give me Vegas. Give me the over. Give me the over in this one. I like the over more than anything in this game. So I'm surprised by the public, to be totally honest, in this game. Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Chiefs -10 over under 46. Chiefs missing Kelsey and their kicker as of now. The kicker will be out because he's not vaccinated. Kelsey is, so he has a chance to return. What do you got?
I mean, don't bet this game until you hear what's happening with Kelsey and Hill and everybody else. Because if Kelsey and Hill are missing, I will take Pittsburgh with, plus 10.5 or whatever it is. I'm assuming it will go down to like maybe +7 at that point. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that most of these guys, obviously, except for Butker, are going to be back before kickoff here. And if that's the case, I'm definitely taking the Chiefs and the under because Pittsburgh cannot score. So give me the Chiefs, give me the under if everything goes the right way. But if Hill and Kelsey both miss, then I'll take the Steelers in the under.
Yeah, this is how I'd play it. If Hill and Kelsey miss, I want Pittsburgh in the under. If Hill and Kelsey play, I want Kansas City in the over. So I'm going to say Kansas City in the over right now because this Pittsburgh defense, it's gotten better at times, but this team's clicking in Kansas City right now. So I don't care who you are walking into that stadium. It's going to be a tough one. Sunday night football, the Washington football team takes on the Dallas Cowboys in Big Dallas. Dallas -10.5 over under 47.
Yeah, I don't think the Cowboys have beaten anybody by 10.5 right now. Especially a plucky Washington team here. Hopefully, Heineke will be back. He's not cleared yet as we're recording this. Hopefully, we don't have to see Garrett Gilbert again. Get at least Kyle Allen back for them. But honestly, I don't know if it even matters. I'm going to take Washington plus the 10.5. And with Dak not looking 100%, I'm also going to take the under in this game. So give me Washington and the under.
Don't blame you one bit. I am going, who's a tricky one? I'll go Washington, but I'll go the over. I'm hoping some guys from Washington come back. So give me Washington and give me the over in this one. Miami at New Orleans, Monday night special. You guys will want to watch the LineStar YouTube channel on Tuesday morning to see my reaction because we'll record the Monday show right after this game. So it'll be awesome, awesome stuff. But for now, New Orleans -3, over under of 39 on Monday Night Football.
Oh, man. All right. I'm going to take the home team here. So give me the Saints. And I think this is going to be closer than advertised for sure. Just because both offenses don't have a lot right now. And both defenses have been playing great. Javon Holland is a big X factor here for me. If he plays, I love the under here. And I might like Miami a little bit more, but he's missed 2 weeks with COVID. I think it affected him. I'm going to assume he doesn't play. So give me New Orleans. Give me the under.
It's a tricky one. Very tricky one. I'm going to go Homer on this one. Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins in this game and give me the over. Give me the Dolphins and give me the over. As you could tell by my conversation just right there with myself in my head, it was not a comfortable situation. But give me Dolphins. Give me the over. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, boys and girls.
So much fun.
But that'll wrap us up. Week 16 in, out, done. It's not as bad as the last 2 weeks, it feels like, but it ain't great with COVID going everywhere.
Right.
So, and like Bog said earlier, good chance we have maybe another Monday game or a Tuesday game out there. Just throwing it out there.
Chiefs got a lot of COVID. Jets got a lot of COVID.
Texans
also. So there's a lot of teams with it right now.
So stay tuned on that one. But more importantly, good luck. We'll be back with you guys. If you're listening on Thursday, you'll have the Thursday Showdown show on Pre-Snap coming up for you as well. Niners and the Titans. We'll get that coming out for you. And then on Friday, as usual, a little Christmas Eve special for you. Your weekend preview before things go haywire even more. We'll get that out for you for your DFS schedules as well. But for now, follow LineStar on Twitter at LineStar App and at LineStar NFL. Download the app in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Follow Bogman on Twitter at Bogman Sports. I am Matt Beatty-Intric. We'll catch you guys next time.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to Pre-Snap Podcast, presented by LineStar App. Please like, comment, subscribe, and rate for good karma in your fantasy football games.